What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the RC Retro channel. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at this Tamiya Blackfoot, which is part of my collection, which I won in that huge two-day auction that took place a few months back, the Larry Zlotny RC estate sale. Now, this came in a lot with two other RC trucks that I didn't particularly care for or want, but it's this one you see right here that caught my eye, and that's because right away I saw that it came with a Sassy Chassis. Now, the aluminum Sassy Chassis was made for a Tamiya Blackfoot. It was also made for the Clodbuster. I believe there was one that was also made for a Nissan King Cab, and then I think, not 100% sure, I think there was also one made for the Kyosho USA 1. But regardless, I always wanted a Sassy Chassis. They're really hard to come by, and when they do pop up from time to time, they're rather expensive. So when I saw this in that lot, I was like, I'm gonna bid on that, and hopefully I'm gonna win it. And sure enough, I did, after spending a lot of money. Now, in further investigating, before I decided to bid on this, I also saw that it came with aluminum oil-filled shocks, and what I thought was, and confirmed only when I took ownership of this and unboxed it, were aluminum C's wheels. Now, the C's wheels for the Tamiya Blackfoot are rather pricey and hard to find. I have seen a few sets pop up on eBay starting at like 200 bucks and up. These, like I said, when I unboxed it, I confirmed that they were the aluminum ones because I believe IMEX used to make wheels that had the same pattern as these. So I wasn't sure if these were like just the chrome plated ones from IMEX or if they were actually the aluminum one from C's, and they're aluminum. So I'm very happy about that now I have that as part of my collection as well. So let's start off with just taking a closer look at the body. This is an original Blackfoot body. Has a nice original chrome grille in the front. Only came painted in this burgundy color, which has kind of grown on me. I actually like it. I don't really have anything in this color. But I just took my own silver paint and just did a little detail work on here. So the Ford badging in the front and on the tailgate in the rear. Just around the front window. And then it did not come with the light bar or the roll bar you see right here, but I had a spare one that came with another Blackfoot that was in this parts lot, so I just took that off, sanded it down, primed it, and resprayed it with some silver paint. As far as the body, well, it was very dusty and dirty, so I just took a little water, some soap, and a sponge, just wiped it down, and now she's a real looker, ain't she? All right. In addition to those aluminum C's wheels, it's also running these Duratrax diamond spike tires, which I think will handle pretty well out in the dirt. Yes, we're going to get this out for some fun in a little bit. Also, we have this chrome plated bumper in the front. Going to take the body off, and you get a great shot of the actual Sassy chassis. Now, you would think between the aluminum oil-filled shocks, the aluminum Sassy chassis, and these aluminum C's wheels, that this would be kind of heavy compared to an actual stock Blackfoot. But I actually weighed both of them. I weighed my re-release Blackfoot and then this one. And this one is actually an ounce lighter. The re-release Blackfoot is 4 pounds and 7 ounces. This is 4 pounds 6 ounces. So it just beats it out by an ounce. In here I'm running a torque-tuned motor, a Hobbywing 1060, and a Radiolink receiver. And of course, when we get it out in a little bit, I'm going to just put a NIM in there. The shocks on here are oil-filled shocks, and I believe these are from a Kyosho Ultima. I took them apart, rebuilt them, re-oiled them, just gave the Sassy chassis a quick wipe down, but the C's wheels, I actually took a Dremel and polished them. Now, I do plan on polishing up the Sassy chassis, but I figured I'd wait till after we get it out on the track and just get it a little dirty, and then eventually at some point I'll take it apart in the future and polish it up. Now, one more thing before we get out there. I was really hoping for, and I was keeping my fingers crossed, that since Larry put oil-filled shocks on here, Sassy chassis, and had C's wheels, I was really hoping for there to be the Thorpe differential in the gearbox. I mean, I would assumed it because, you know, everything on here was very high-end as far as all these parts. But when I took it apart, just to clean it up, I opened up the gearbox, and to my surprise, no Thorpe differential. However, there wasn't even a diff in there. As a matter of fact, it was the actual one-way gear that the original Subaru Brat had. And I only know that because I posted pictures of it up in our little racing group that I have with Joe, Stan, and Phil. And Joey Corners from 1 Minute in Joe's Corners confirmed it, that it was the one-way gear from the original Subaru Brat. So with a differential, you all know when you turn one wheel, the other one turns in the opposite direction. Well, this one is not like that. This is all turning the same way. So I guess I could find a Thorpe diff online in the near future, but I don't even know if I'm going to do that. I think I might just keep this as is. All right, so there you have it. My one of my newest additions to my collection from that huge 2-day auction. I'm very happy to have this. I think it's very, very cool. And we're going to get it out for some action footage tonight now. We're not going to go too crazy with it, but we are going to have some fun with it, all right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Enjoy the action footage, and I'll see you all in my upcoming next video. Take care, everyone.
Then 4 rounds.